Just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Mayfield
had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Baker's going to give it to Irving. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
That's good for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 of the 28-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Mayfield on play action. Steps away. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, there was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try to protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Number 9, Emeka Egbuka.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And the Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Well, the jet sweep, this is Godwin. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's Keon White, who worked his way in and made the play.
At the 18-yard
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing. Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield down. Shoves him away. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 12 yards.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
And this one is went through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, did throw to a touchdown.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now you just got to eliminate those interceptions.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They're going to throw. May. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Jerry
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
For the Patriots.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give him 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The home team's offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Thrown away. And
you look at this Patriots defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
That's good for a Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
The tackle made at the
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Irving. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Mayfield's
a long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield.
Down and the 11.
And that will be incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0.
Buccaneers 6. Patriots
so scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own
New England trying to get a place on offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves job that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off we go.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
2-yard gain on the play.
Here's May.
And it's 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down, Patriots.
The Patriots at 6-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
1 yard gain.
Things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. May. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And down he goes. The Buccaneers Elijah Cansey with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And a first down. 1st and
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And that is very well done there. This will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. New England's offense set to go. They've shown precious little here off for the first down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
11 on the play. First down, New England.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. If he had it.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, he probably couldn't say over the air.
The tackle
Elijah Cansey in on the stop. Now second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 17-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And it's third.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And a Patriot first down.
On first down, they run the Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up second and
throwing here is May.
The 38-yard
quick hitch complete. It's Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Levante David coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's May. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
But it's third down.
They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Patriots field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
12 yards. That's good for a Tampa Bay.
First and 10, here's Irvin. A good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain of 12
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
31-yard line.
Now Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Buccaneers, first down.
Mayfield to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Now receiver in motion left.
And goal at the Patriots.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. We're really aggressive on that one.
Patriots 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Patriots take over
and
first
now out come the Patriots.
At their own 38-yard line.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game and an early turnover. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Hey, we're going to do some
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete.
Mike Evans. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yards and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again? Hoping for a bigger gain.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Keon White with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll line up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the shotgun, May with it. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So from the 17, here's second and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots 17.
Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Gabriel, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Tampa Bay. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Number 7.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout.
On the pickup.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Irvin diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line. There's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to go hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
16. Patriots 3. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Dances by him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The
Patriots with the football here late in this first half.
32-yard line.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
Stephon Diggs.
And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
To the air. He's going to look downfield for Henry. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't get it.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Patriot first down.
They're going to throw. May. Got his man. It's Williams.
May's pass.
2nd down and 4.
Kyle Williams. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams once more. Complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA
Our tour
Sports
around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home against the defending champs, a rematch from both the playoffs and the game in Brazil to start the year. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. He was filling up the box score. One of his 2 rushing touchdowns right here. He had 2 more through the air. The Eagles win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. A final look there at the rest of the scores from Week 10 with Cincinnati, Dallas, Kansas City, and Tennessee all on their bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and let's talk about if you have 3, 4, 5. You know, it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb running right. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gets past 1 man. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. And again, it's Chubb. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Patriots.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Down to the 22-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's May. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's complete to Williams. And every touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's May.
1st down, New England.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
looking to throw. This is caught. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Chubb will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And it's up. This is good. It makes it a 16-10 game now.
Buccaneers 16.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own
the Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
15 yards.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
handoff. This is Irvin.
43-yard line.
And we'll get it down to 47 here. 82 yards rushing for him now, and that was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's good.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, at the 47-yard
line.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken
Call
down
it no
right
gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Intended for Dallas.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Rashad White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down by Carlton
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33.
There's a handoff to Irving. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big game.
And that is incomplete.
Pass. Intended for
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try.
Buccaneers field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 19.
Let's
Patriots
give the
10.
kicker some credit here because he didn't let the inaccurate snap phase him whatsoever. Trusted his holder to get the ball down in time, stuck to his routine, and somehow found a way to put the ball through the uprights.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing here is May. Oh, the O-line, they were out in front, ready to block there, but it's incomplete.
For Antonio Gibson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Kyle Williams.
Certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
In punt formation for the Patriots.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. But they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mayfield's pass.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the first down. First and 10.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive
Tackle
line.
made at his 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Second and 3. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Brings up third down and 2.
Mayfield on play action. The Sets are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The
Patriots offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Pats at the line ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's May. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Oh, nice saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The New England defense gearing up to take the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They run out of the gun with Urban. Stays on his feet. A great move there. Only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the ground, it's Urban. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Buccaneers 22.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
He stiff arms it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
New England
line.
trying to get a place on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Levante David. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Run. This is Urban. A beautiful spin and room to run.
Irving, the ball carrier.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And less than a yard.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Patriots 10.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The
Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun. All right,
Going out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time to lean on that leadership.
A loss of 9
Vita
yards.
Vea breaking through to get the sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They get 16 out of him, but they'll still need to convert on third. The offense on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, it's May. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's got this down to the 35.
To Stephon Diggs. A gain of 12. And a Patriot first down.
And trouble trying the middle here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw with May. And down he goes. And second back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 5
That
yards.
sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Remember, my career defensive coach always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
24-yard gain on play.
They set up the screen for Henderson. He was unable to shake free there. They cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second
and 11.
At the Buccaneers' 18-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
That was a
Kyle
touchdown
Williams.
if he could have hung on.
Incomplete.
Instead, it was a well-timed collision to turn that one free.
Down and the 11.
To the air, May. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does mistakes occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Once again, it's Irving. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the side.
They can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Loose inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete.
And
he'll get nothing out of that one.
To Chris
Clock
Godwin.
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before
Leads to
snapping it on second down.
At the
Here's
8-yard
Mayfield.
line.
And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead opens here now to 22 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 32.
So the drive there took 6
Patriots
plays.
10.
And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Chase
Following the
McLaughlin,
touchdown,
kickoff
here's
for the
McLaughlin to
Buccaneers.
kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
New England's offense set to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a first and 10. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. That's caught left side by Judy. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's May. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
To Jerry Judy. A gain of 14. First down, New England.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, that's just not fair. And now
Gibson, ball carrier.
and good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
On the play. And a Patriot first down.
Looking to throw. May. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 13
Just 2
yards.
minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. It has been a one-sided affair. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for second and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's May. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, he'll drop the throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass, a moment to go, and that leads to second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing here is May. Touchdown!
Pass. Complete to
Hunter
Henry.
Henry.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Pats have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All Smalls on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And the Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Tampa Bay, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.